Bam, bam. What's up, everybody? Welcome to eHoops Performance. Welcome back. My name is Ernie Williams, Ernesia Williams, Coach E. That's what they call me. You know me. Okay, that's too much. I'm just practicing. I don't know. I got my homie here, one of my good friends, my former trainer. He's like a brother to me, Martinez Martin, and we are in Austin, Texas, coming to you live and direct. Just talking about basketball. We're going to share some of our stories coming up. Our middle school, high school, college, pro basketball careers. We're going to talk about parenting styles and training. We're going to talk about what middle school and high schoolers, basketball players need to be doing right now to be successful. And this is stuff you need to be doing all the way up through your career.
Right.
Even if you play until you're about 40. 5 basics.
In your normal life also.
In your normal life. So, Coach Martinez, Teeny. Martini. Introduce yourself a little bit.
Guys, real quick, just to give you an intro of who I am, I'm Martinez Martin. I now reside in Austin, Texas. I've been running my skill enhancement training here in Austin, Texas for 6 years now. I honestly can't believe I've been here for 6 years. But I moved here from Lone Oak, Arkansas. I'm originally from Lone Oak, Arkansas. I grew up in Lone Oak, Arkansas and played basketball there. Just a little quick intro of skill enhancement training is mainly what I do here, and I've been blessed and honored to train a lot of real good athletes and great parents to have and be introduced to, as well as a couple talented people to my side over here.
We definitely got to tell him the first story about how we trained the first time. He killed me.
No, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what she's talking about.
Flattened me like a pancake.
It's not true.
It's not true. It's true.
Nah. But let's get it going. Get it going.
A little bit about me in Austin, Texas. I've been here since 2005. Had the honor to play basketball at the University of Texas under Jody Conrad, Coach Karen Aston, who's there right now, Coach Travis May, shout out to SMU women's basketball. He's the head coach there. Gail Gestencourt from Duke. I had all kind of cool coaches.
Yes.
Played at UT. Got to play overseas for about 7 to 8 seasons. That was amazing. Didn't think I would play at all overseas. I went out on a limb my first year, and then I ended up with about 7 seasons. So
God is good.
He is. What else? I'm in Austin, Texas, so I'm doing right now at the Beast Barn electrical STEM for rehab and strength and conditioning. Mostly working with middle school, high school athletes and adults that are exercise enthusiasts. So people that are training for marathons, Tough Mudders, weekend warrior type events. And so we'll get into later on the channel what the newbie is in the electrotherapy that I do, but it's really cool. It's it's the fastest rehab out there. That is, I just lost for words. It's the fastest rehab
it's pretty good.
modality. So if you have an injury, using the machine to find those muscles that are not working, maybe cause the injury that are causing the pain, and takes about 50% less time than traditional therapy to get you back on the court. From an ankle sprain, from a hamstring tweak, whatever, pec tear, whatever's going on, about 50% on average faster. So look for that. It's called the newbie electrotherapy. Look for that later on the channel. But boom. I mean, but I went to high school in Sapulpa, Oklahoma. Going back in the archives, get them records. All state in high school, all state in volleyball as well. I forgot because I didn't play in the game.
Oh, man.
It was a basketball tournament. I'm like, I ain't playing. I
It's
gotta
over
go.
with. Cancel Christmas.
I can't go. It's
Cancel
AAU.
Christmas.
Played for AAU team since, 8th grade all the way up to the senior year.
Man.
Air Oklahoma Stars. You Oklahoma folks, if you know about Air Oklahoma Stars, you know we was kicking people's butt.
Uh-oh.
From Oklahoma. Who was this team from Oklahoma?
Oh, she over here too.
Yeah, we was good. So that's back when nationals, AAU nationals was real. It's not you pay to go to the national tournament. No, you had to really be good and make it.
Yeah, it was
so
real life.
if I'm thinking about it right.
Man, that could be a topic.
Man, we gonna make it a topic right now.
Man, we can.
Let's see, because whatever age group, so every state had at least 2 to go represent the state.
Yep.
There were tournaments in state, so there was a state tournament. You had to be first, second, and maybe Texas is big, so maybe they had 3 teams. I don't know, but first and second teams in the state. Then you guys go to nationals. Nationals was literally like the NCAA. Like if you stayed there till the end, like you were in whatever city for 2.5 weeks, it was real. And my team, we were really good. We were blessed to have coaches that taught us basketball, and they wasn't taking nothing.
Man,
wasn't taking nothing. Coach Chris Durley, Coach Ron Hutton. Those are my coaches, and I love them to death because they gave me the foundation I needed to succeed at the high school level and to be where I needed to be as a freshman in college at UT and not have to learn still. I mean, I had to learn, but not have to learn stuff that I should have already known.
Yeah.
And I knew it.
You're right.
But yeah, at nationals, like we were in, I'm telling you, 5 years in a row, we were in the championship.
Yeah.
We had 2 golds and 3 freaking silvers.
Yeah, we never got the gold. We made it to nationals. State, oh my gosh, state was.
Yes.
I mean, if you from Arkansas, you know, if you playing on the boys' side, you know, 2 teams growing up at that time, actually 3. The Arkansas Wings, which I was a part of, the Arkansas Hawks. Oh my God, them boys was tough. And the Arkansas Rockets. That was a little bit. Like, it was a little bit more of my older brothers in them era, but I just remember the history of the Arkansas Rockets too. But, I mean, if you want to think about just talent all the way through, man, all those 3 programs is ridiculous. And even now, the Arkansas Hawks and the Arkansas Wings are still dominant.
They still going.
The most recent players from the Wings, Malik Monk.
That's crazy.
Shoot. Heck, Jason Tatum even played in a tournament with him at one point. But just a great coaching staff, and just thinking about just being able to travel to the nation in AAU basketball has been amazing. And it's incredible what the kids get to do now compared to how we were.
Yeah.
It just wasn't. But I just felt like nationals meant a lot more.
As competitive, go ahead and say it.
Nationals
is not as competitive.
Nationals was real life. Nationals was real life.
You lose one game, you got to go home.
Man, I remember seeing Monte Ellis. He was in our class. Mm-hmm. He was real life. Yeah. That's all I can say. Lou Williams was real life back then. It was crazy.
Was he McDonald's All-American?
Both of us. So the same year you was there.
Yeah.
Monte Ellis and Lou Williams.
Monte.
Lou Williams went to South Gwinnett. He's out of Georgia. He plays for the Clippers now. Mm-hmm. He went to play for the Clippers.
C.J. Miles?
Yeah, so C.J. Miles.
He was actually supposed to go to Texas.
Oh.
But then he just went to the league.
Went to the league.
Yeah.
That was the last year they can go right out of high school. I remember that.
So that's 2005.
So what do you think about AAU basketball now?
I just wish, I really want that old AAU nationals to come back. Mm-hmm. I think, that's the thing I wish I could change. It's like more competition. Like you have to win to actually play. Like at nationals, I coach, but then you go to everybody goes to nationals. Yeah. I feel like
it's a lot of ways.
I really didn't know how it was set up, but certain teams, I was like, this is not.
Do you think
this is not national team? Like,
yeah,
you at nationals?
And it's no disrespect to like other people like MAYB, and other like, cause even I played AAU and I also played MAYB with all my local best friends growing up in Lone Oak, and MAYB was serious. I remember going to Oklahoma, playing against 2 twins out of Oklahoma. God, I can't remember. Broken Arrow. They was from Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow, right around my Sapulpa hood.
They was something serious. But I just remember.
Not the Griffins.
It wasn't the Griffins. It wasn't the Griffins. I just remember just like both was very competitive. Mm-hmm. Maybe I don't know if it's like a competing thing now or if everything just trickled over to AAU. But I just remember anytime that I stepped into AAU, whether I was in the 6th grade, 5th grade, or whatever. Mm-hmm. kids understood how to be in triple threat. Kids understood how to just throw a good crisp pass or
fundamentals,
small little things like that. You know, just learning how to get to the rim and finish, or just playing hard defense. I don't know if I don't know the answers to that question, but it wasn't so, like you said, it wasn't so watered down with so many teams. It was a lot harder to get to nationals. Like you said, it was only 2 teams per state. I mean, at least I know Arkansas was. And we always got second behind the Arkansas Hawks every year. I remember that clear as day. But yeah, I just remember, man, just being a little kid, man, being outside all the time of competing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't disrespect them and say they don't compete, but I don't know. It's like more of a sportsmanship game than the competitive side now. I respect you a lot more instead of I respect you more by coming at me, and I respect you more by going at you. You know what I mean? It was more so a respect thing. If you lock somebody up, but they may have still scored 20 points, but it was a tough 20.
Right.
They gonna dab you up like it's all love. The same way around if you give 20 to somebody else, you know. Whereas now, it's just like you scored 30, I scored 30. We just laughing about it as we going down the court.
Well, that ain't no defense.
Exactly.
The competitiveness, it's some kids have it. Some kids have it, but more so, even on the girl, I watch more girls AAU. You watch both, but even on the girl side, like just like you said, I want to guard the best player over there. She averages 25, 30. Even if I don't average that much, even if I get 10, let me get her crack at her.
Yeah, you want her.
But I don't see the competition as much when it's that person can go for 30, this person can go for 30, and they're going toe to toe. I don't see that.
Nah, it's too
much. Even if they guard, they're not guarding each other.
I just feel like it's just too much respect. It's just too much respect for, this girl or this guy, such and such. He's done this or she's done that.
The hype.
And instead of you want to pop off and really play them, they trickle down and go into a turtle shell. Like it's like they they suck or something. Like, well, what do you expect? They already this and that. Well, shoot, I'm trying to get my name out there. I need to go against the best.
Yeah, real talk. I never knew much about people that we were playing. Like our coach would just, I didn't know about the individual. So if we played Fairfax, I think Fairfax still has a program, but Fairfax, I hated Fairfax. We always got into it. We always saw each other at nationals. So if you know, not Chrissy Tolliver, but Marissa Coleman, she played for Fairfax. So we played against each other growing up in AAU, and I can't remember other players, but she was a NBA player right now, still playing. She played on that team, and it's like we couldn't stand each other. Like our teams couldn't stand each other, and it was competition. We respected them because we knew they could go, they could play. But we just was about to go toe to toe. I feel like today it's less team-oriented competition. There's players that are very good on teams, but there's not teams. Like, understand, we were very well coached. I was a McDonald's All-American on my team. I had 3 other girls that could have been McDonald's All-Americans.
Facts.
And then we also had girls that weren't All-American status, but still went D1. Most of my teammates went to Big 12, right? So we had all types of different players, all types of different skill levels, but it was just different. As a team, we just came together. Like, not everybody was like top tier, just being honest. Not everybody was that player, but we were taught and coached in a way where everybody looked way better than what we were, because the team as a collective was hitting all cylinders, playing team defense, talking. Like,
it's and then I think a lot of it matters the chemistry on and off the court. You know, can you get along with them off the court? You know, and some of it can even trickle down to parenting of, not parenting in a say like at their household, but more so sometimes I feel like parents can look at another kid being good and compare the kid, and now when they get in the car, they're bashing a kid in front of a kid. So now the kid is trickling in their mind like, yeah, I don't like that person. So now all of a sudden, it's 10 kids on a team that every time they get in their cars, they're talking about the next person. And nobody's glorifying each other in a loving way. And I just feel like they never end up gaining that trust of each other to build the type of chemistry that they really could have, even when they're real good.
Yeah.
I've seen real good AAU programs on the girls' side, on the boys' side, talent out this world. But you can tell the chemistry was off. Even though they was winning sometimes, the chemistry would be so off. And I'm wondering, like, man, I wonder how does that look to college coaches? You know, like are you able to play with the other kid? Can you encourage your teammate? Can you pick your teammate up after a bad shot or a bad pass instead of sulking and looking at your parents or something in the stands? You know,
I hate that.
all that, like, parents coaching from the stands, all that stuff is, I don't know.
It's a lot. It's a lot of that.
I don't remember it as much. I don't remember it at all. I don't.
Yeah. Shit, I remember my mama.
Yeah.
Loud. I'm like, I had to tell her, look.
So
my mom was my coach pretty much all the way growing up, like recreation, little league stuff. And then she became my coach. She was coach in middle school in Kansas, coach in high school, assistant coach. But then she was my parent. And I was so glad that she was just supporting when it came to AAU.
That's right.
But I even had to have a talk with her about, in high school, not even like talking about basketball after practice. Because on the, you know how parents are, on the ride home, we're going to talk about that basket I missed at dinner, while you're cooking, and then in the morning, I think it was my junior, senior year, I was like, we just had to talk, and she was really cool about, okay, trying to do better.
Right. I think I laugh at it, like, even like in training. You know, you've been around kids forever. Sometimes we can point out a parent like, look, how much you want to bet that parent is going to look at that kid so crazy because they missed a layup in training.
Oh, that feels so bad.
And then, you know, and I laugh at it because it's just like, goodness, like, why are you this frustrated at your kid for missing a layup? Like, think about the traits and everything that they're trying to work on in that moment. Like, I'm almost like, okay, you jump out here and you come do it. And because usually there's always like a person that like may have picked up a ball 20 years ago, but you over here like, why you can't just support him? Like, that's all right, kid. You got the next one. You know, like, you all right, keep working. Like, you got parents that may stand up, try to talk to their kid in the middle of training. Parents don't like seeing their kids fail now, where I know my parents, they enjoyed watching me struggle at learning how to ride a bike and then getting it. It was something important about learning how to ride the bike, you know, and learning it on my own. Learn how to pick myself up if I miss a shot or miss a layup. Start figuring it out.
Yeah.
But it's like they want to figure out every math problem for them when they struggle, whether it's in a game, whether it's in training if they miss a shot. Be patient with the process. Let them learn, let them grow. Trust the person they're with. Coaching or the trainers, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Man, just last night I went to a game at Temple College. They played Ranger. My best friend, shout out to Bestie, Angelica Bermudez, was coaching at for the Rangers, or Ranger College, sorry. And there was a parent, there was a dad that was literally, in that small, the college is small, the gym is small, right? Literally yelling at his daughter, make that layup, when it's all quiet.
Wow.
Like, she already had her coaches yelling at her. She already had, you know, her team, you know, pressure. Like, teammates didn't yell at her, but there's the pressure from all 12 of her teammates. And then
that's tough. Her
support staff is yelling. Her parents are, your dad, like, her dad is yelling, like, first of all, you're embarrassing your wife next to you because she tapped you on the chest, like, stop doing that, right? And, or whoever, I don't know if it's wife, but you're also embarrassing your daughter. So now she's all frazzled. She missed a layup, but now she's frazzled because dad is completely like, or whoever, is just bashing and putting more pressure, putting more stress on her for the rest of the game.
Oh, man.
Instead of saying, that's okay, baby, you do it. You got it next time, or whatever. Like, Nobody. So for this parent, or for you parents that do that, you need to really check yourself, just straight up. Nobody's gonna come to. How would you like it if somebody came to your job and yelled at you while you're trying to work, and busted in your office and busted in your car shop?
Why are you trying to figure something
Why
out?
you not putting the note on the boat like that and whatever? Like,
for real,
in
though,
front
seriously.
of all your clients, in front of all your coworkers, somebody bust into your job and treat you like that.
You don't like it.
Nah.
Automatically, you want to be done with it. Guess what? Your kids are done with you.
And that's why you
they're
don't
done. Like, they're
look at your
defeated.
relationship. They won't talk to
defeated.
you about their boyfriend, their girlfriend, who they like. They not talking to you about when they come home from school. It was cool. They go right to that room. They not fooling with you, probably because you overbearing in the sport. You're not supporting them. Let them come to you and talk to you about what they want.
Right.
What they want to. And
Support
you just
them.
Support them. You just listen when they're ready to talk.
Support.
Let's just talk. Let's stay in this and talk about helicopter parents and the things that we go through, parenting styles. We've seen here there's some parents that are coaches in other sports or basketball that they can't help but to get up. Oh my goodness. And for the young kids, parents that get up from their seat and come out on the court with their 5th grade daughter or son while we are coaching, like, that's disrespectful to us and other coaches that you're paying and that you say you trust, but you steady getting up and you steady trying to still coach from the sideline.
It's undermining the person that's running it. You know, it's like it's a fine line between being close to a parent, but a parent has to understand, like, once the business get going, you know you can't just be on the court talking to the kid in the middle of it. Can you do that during a basketball game? You know, can you just walk down and sit on the bench and talk to your kid about what they just done?
I've seen some parents have the nerve to do it too.
It literally goes back to pride. They have too much pride to let their kids look like they're being bad on the court when other kids are being good. You gotta understand that everybody's lane is their lane. Nobody's lane is the same. Now, some people figure things out a lot quicker than the other kid, but just worry about your kid and let them struggle. It's maybe methods and reasons why a trainer may be allowing your kid to struggle so much, because they maybe want to pinpoint and realize, like, so do you notice the small things are not working, that you're trying to push certain things to finish, or
that's the process.
Allow them to make the mistakes so that way they can understand, okay, so every time I do these things wrong, nothing's happening in the right way. So now it allows them to start figuring out, okay, what he's telling me or what he's breaking down with his feet and the traits are helping me a lot more than what I was noticing at first. But now, once they figure it out, they're still gonna have a million mistakes. It's okay. They start making a mistake, it's oh my gosh, like, it's like the end of the world. And I think it's just sad. I think it's sad. Just like, I don't want to get in the car with you.
Nope.
I don't want to get in the car.
And it's so funny because we see those kids, they be trying to talk to us a little bit longer after the session.
Save me.
They be like,
hey, you think you drop me off? Think you drop me off today?
Coach, can you take me home?
Boy, I'm right here. If you don't come on.
Hey, I'll see you next week, Coach.
You missing all them layups.
Dang.
And come on, man. Like, it's small things that they really working. They're going to get there.
But they're taking away the process. You got to understand the process of failing. We failed so many times, and we had great careers. Great careers. We failed so many times. You have to. Because you, as a player, you also have to fail, because you need to understand and be aware of how to change within the game on your own. And if you have somebody in your ear other than your coach, that's like a parent or somebody, some family member, that's always in your ear on every rep, you take away the process of that kid feeling the rep.
Right.
Noticing on the shot their hand went this way or the elbow was out. Like, those things, it's a lot of things that can happen in a shot.
It's a lot of things.
Okay, so let's say
every game shot is not even shot the same.
No.
Not every game shot.
Let's say if you got 5 things that can go wrong with just a follow through, we shooting a free throw. Those 5 things are gonna happen wrong 50 times each. before you become automatic. They become automatic. It's a process. It's stepping stones.
Just let them grind, bro.
You have to let them have that without you. And when they leave and you get out of the car, when you get in the car to leave, say good job, good work. If they were working hard, just worry about their work ethic. Are they paying attention? Shoot, if they're not paying attention, they're not focused, they don't want to be here, stop you wasting your money.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say is if you're getting so frustrated at your kid at training for the simple fact they're not going hard, they're not giving the effort, don't waste your money, don't waste your time and effort to do that because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Like you're stressing yourself and don't force your kid to play a sport. Like allow them to start loving it. Like if you're force feeding them, sooner or later, the passion's gonna die out. And like it's hard. Like you know people growing up, kids now. Like some of them are talented people in their own right in their sport right now. But sometimes I look at them like, what if like you really love soccer? Stop force feeding it into them and allow them to tell you they want to be great at that sport.
That's the thing.
Like it's a lot of that, and I think that's where they're wanting to help them so much. They don't like seeing them fail. They feel embarrassed because that kid is doing it good. Why can't mine? And then it's the process of, I paid for this. You're going to training. Like you talking to them that way, it's almost like a slave mentality type word.
5 days a week they going somewhere to train. First of all,
have they asked you?
Are they bugging you like I want to go to training?
If they are, perfect. Now, when they get to the gym, support those kids. Even the ones that you're forcing at the gym. You should be doing more support than trying to belittle them, especially if you're forcing them into doing something that they didn't want to do in the first place.
Positive.
So, don't take somebody's dream away because you may not have completed your dream, It's got to be a support system. If it ain't a support system, it can't last for the long haul. Nothing can. These kids need that more.
Yeah. One thing you touched on that I've been doing interviews with pro players of all different sports, but specifically the ones that were very successful in basketball. So they have told me that their parenting style from their parents was that when they did a number of different sports, and it was on that kid's it was the athlete's decision. Like I was just talking to a track runner, Olympian, Alexandra Anderson from Chicago, and so her parenting style, she did ballet, she did volleyball, she did basketball, she did track, and she was fast, right? 200, 100, she's out, about tall as me, thin, and just can go. So I think she was like 6 and would like race the boards and all that. She was at 6 or 7 and told her mom, I don't want to run anymore. Her mom was like, okay. 3 years off, started back about 9 or 10, became a pro. She went to University of Texas, became a professional runner, traveling all around the world. Worlds, nationals and stuff like that, and Olympic runners. Like, give the kids the decision to tell you what they want to do, how long they want to do it,
definitely,
and when they're going to do it.
I mean, because just giving background and history, I can't remember even the age where I didn't want to do something with a football or a basketball or something in my hand. So my mom, my father, they didn't have to force feed it to me at 5 years old. It was like I was loving it, but they didn't engage when they noticed how much passion I had for sports. They didn't jump in and start force feeding me into all right, let's go outside, let's do this, let's do that. It had to be up on me. Like by the time I was 10, 11, 12 years old, I wanted to wake up at 5 a.m. and just start trying to learn how to do certain things on the court or figure out how to do this with my left hand. It was something that I really wanted to do. Now, once I started doing it, and now when I did talk to my mom and I say, Mom, I want to do this for forever or this and that, I want to earn a scholarship. Now she's waking me up, like, get your butt up. You said this. But she's not forcing it. Yeah. She's just calling me out on what I said. They calling out kids, they ain't even said nothing. Like, what, you trying to read my thoughts while I'm asleep? Like, The kids are not saying anything. They just get up. We got to go to the gym.
And you can tell when the kids,
they at the gym,
ones that
like,
want to be here and they getting their shoes on, they just sitting there till like the last 1 second till coach say, get out here and get your ball.
Right.
They don't want to be here. It's a difference from the kids that want to be here. They come in, they talking, they happy. They got their shoes on, they warming up, they stretching before coach say, everybody get your ball, whatever you got. It's a difference. You gotta look at your child and don't force feed them, but just look how their actions are gonna tell you where they are. And then you also ask them and give them make them feel comfortable telling you the truth, because they know what you want to hear.
Man,
if they don't want to be here,
you said
if they don't want to be here, they know what you want to hear, because you've probably pushed them to be here.
Now you calling them out in front of some people. Do you want to be here?
No, don't do that.
Like, do you want to be here? Now guess
now
what
they
gonna
gotta say yes.
Yes, I do.
Just to shut you up, they gotta say yes, and not to be embarrassed.
Because now when I say no, well, guess what you finna do? You finna get up all
act
extra
up.
fast. You know what? I'm through with it. You know what? You're done. You're not doing this. You're not. Why you mad? Because your son or daughter is smart at computers. Like,
Man,
Jesus, it's
okay. Let them make them robots.
I wish I was. Like, Dad, I want to go to Harvard. You are something
Let's
else.
go.
We got this scholarship to Michigan to play
man.
basketball.
See?
What? Wait a minute. Like, it's so many ways, man. Be happy that your kid happy.
Yeah.
If your kid ain't happy, man, it ain't gonna happen by you forcing them to be happy.
Yeah,
I'm just being happy for the moment.
And then that's gonna bleed into your other parts of your relationship. Like basketball and sports is one little teeny part of the relationship, but you can mess that up. You can mess the whole relationship up. They'll shut down. They won't talk to you. They won't.
Oh man.
Yeah, we don't need to go down that road. But
Gosh.
well, I'll talk about my parenting style. So, my mom was my coach growing up. She put me in. I don't remember like asking to do roller hockey.
Ernie
But
was bad.
I was like ready to go.
Yo.
But she just knew like I was athletic. I'm playing against the boys at recess. So
Right.
So I did soccer, I did volleyball, I did track.
Right.
Loved basketball.
Same,
was in the
man.
gym all the
Man.
time with my mom because she played ball too.
Mm-hmm.
She got a championship for Hays State University, and all right, boom. And the weirdest sport I played was roller hockey. I couldn't stop and I couldn't turn. I was real fast going one way.
No.
But I hit that wall, and then I turned around and got it going again. But like, I know I asked to play basketball. She would ask me like, there's this basketball kind of skills thing, like not skills session, but it was like a skills maze or something. They had you doing passes to the wall, shoot your free throws, dribble through the cones. I'm like, yeah, shoot.
I like this.
Like
Right.
4th, 5th grade, first time I did
Alright.
it, Hays, Kansas. I won. I was like, okay, cool.
I like this.
Let's keep doing this.
It's all right.
So I forget what it was called, but there was this thing it was a free throw competition.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what the name of it was, but you would just go shoot free throws, and you had to. It was in a row. I think it was in a row. How many you can make in a row, or out of whatever number.
Right.
But I was really good at that.
Wet.
And, man, wet like
Jumpers.
this was like between 5th and 7th grade. Just going to the different basketball things.
Mm-hmm.
Played MAYB. Our national tournament was always in Hutchinson, Kansas. I played on one of the best.
Oh, Hutch.
Hutch! Wow.
National champ.
Hey.
Hutch.
Played on the best team, Coach Marienheim. What was our team name? Dream Team. Man, we had some raggedy jerseys. We had these,
It didn't matter.
We was killing people.
It didn't matter.
So everybody had a different pair of different color shorts.
Right.
And the headbands or whatever we wore. So we had these long jerseys, long shorts. Everybody wore long shorts back then. Real basketball players wear long shorts and not these short volleyball things.
It's weird.
It's weird. And so I have red on. My teammates would have yellow, orange, whatever shorts. So our jerseys were reversible. They were black on one side, red on one, white numbers. And when I tell you we was killing them, we was killing them. There was our older team, like we would get into it. Like, we respected them, but we would get into it. When it was a tournament, like, we played up, we would always have to come against them. And it was on.
Ooh.
And we could hoop.
Well, see, or you saying about your parenting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, shoot, my parenting was single mother by age of 15. But growing up, my mother and father being there, shoot, I don't remember them ever forcing me into pee-wee football.
Nah.
I don't remember them ever forcing me into basketball, baseball, track. It was like I wanted to do everything. Like, I wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I decided in the 10th grade, I didn't want to play football no more.
Mm-hmm.
I quit. They wasn't mad. They wasn't anything. I told them I want to just play strictly basketball. They said, all right, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
But they never was trying to force me into doing it. Like, no, we're going to call you out. Either you're going to be good or you're not. It was on me. It was on my work ethic, my energy, my effort towards whatever I wanted to become when it came to the sport, you know? But parenting-wise, shoot, it was just more just a support system for whatever I wanted to do. If I didn't want to do no sport, I felt like it would have been okay.
Yeah.
It would have been okay as long as I was getting my grades and trying to do something else, you know?
Right.
But
yeah, as long as I did my grades, got good grades, and was not acting a fool at school,
yeah,
I pretty much could do whatever I wanted to as far as what sports, and then even still being a kid, going to the movies, going to the mall, sleepovers or whatever. I never felt like, because I was able to do what I really wanted to do and what I enjoyed and wasn't forced to do anything, I do not feel like I missed out on no childhood.
Nope.
Like, not missed out on hanging with friends.
You know.
For me, I could care. It's not that I could care less, but
For real.
most of my homies
Gonna say it.
most of my homies was basketball players or sport or on the team. And if there was a situation where I wanted to go to the movies, I could.
Yeah.
But I'll always, like, and even in high school, I'm going to the gym. I'm in the gym. I'm going to see this game.
That's what I was
I'm
doing.
going to see Union. Union plays Jinx.
Ooh.
Union plays Jinx in Oklahoma, Tulsa area. So let me go watch the game, because when we play Union and Jinx, I need to know what's happening.
Right.
Because I'm going at somebody. Like,
Yep.
I didn't really care. And at the same time, most of my homies was on the basketball team too.
Same. Shoot, I know me playing sports. My teenage life was a little rougher, you know, just on the side of family. Mother was sick, got sick with a brain tumor, got sick with cancer. But I was blessed to be able to have a family where I understood the morals of how important my family was, but also how important it was to just find something you love to do. So by the time I was a teenager, all my friends know we was ace boons, man. We was ace boons at school. Those was my homies. They was my boys. But after school, they knew where I was going to be at. I was just going to be at the gym. I was going to either be at the gym, or I was going to be at my grandmother's house or our house. And it always just kept it. It always was the same thing with me.
Yeah.
And they know it. I can bring up a story. You finna trip out. My sweet 16 birthday
Oh,
party.
Lord. This fool in the gym.
Oh, Lord. Man, they trying to surprise me. My mama trying to surprise me for my sweet 16. This is just me about my friends and about family, how much family is to me.
Okay.
Instead of just friends. So I get home, surprise. All these people from school is at my house, right? But everybody just standing around like they goody two-shoes, or I felt like they was looking at my house. I ain't like how they was looking.
Uh-oh.
You know? And now, here my mom was on the dance floor, trying to get it, you know, trying to get people to mingle. Now you looking at my mama crazy. One thing I don't do.
Lord.
This is my birthday. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
This is exactly what happened. I cut the music down. I said, hey, I don't mean no harm. But listen, if you don't want to be here, you can gladly leave. And guess what? That's when I knew the morals of how important family was.
Yeah.
Because everybody I went to school with, they walked out.
Wow.
And I still love them to death. There ain't no issues with none of them.
But the homies stayed.
No, the homies was gone.
The homies
they
gone?
left. I think when the girls was leaving, I think they was like, well, I think the
sell
girls
out.
leaving.
They sell out.
True story, though. You know why I really wanted to get out?
Why?
Here's the real story.
Okay.
I had a whole big birthday cake over there.
Oh, you ain't trying to share?
Nah, I wasn't trying to give it.
Ooh.
Me and my two cousins, we
That's
tore
something
that
I would
cake
do.
up and we ate them wings.
I see that cake. Mama slice.
I just
put
felt
it
like
back
it
in the
was-
refrigerator.
It was like 16 people there
gotta
for a
go.
16. I don't like how this cake is finna get cut.
Nah.
It was that white cake. And look, that was a true story.
He's selfish.
I got rid of them. But just seriously, it made me just really think how important my family was and how important it was for what I wanted to become or do with my life. It was so much more important to me, even on that Sweet 16. It was more value with family than anything, you know.
That's crazy.
So
true
slow.
Story.
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, I love y'all. Shout out L-Town. Let's go.
He just didn't want to give y'all his cake, though. You can't have the cake.
Nah, I can't get my cake. So cancel Christmas.